Hi, everyone. Yay, we have Dr. Gail-Skywalking with Moon for Galactic Conversations. This is Val with Dragonfly Crystals. And this conversation today, it
Thanks for
may get a little exciting, yeah, I'm going to let Dr. Gail
We're not
talk
sure
to
where this is
you.
going to go, but yeah. Anyway, while we're kind of hemming and hawing, is we couldn't figure out why two introverts are supposed to talk about this, and I pulled. I was pulling out my cards today, and one of the cards out of my sacred geometry activation deck flew out. I mean, not just like fall out, come out. I mean, it went. Phew! This is the card you need to talk about today. And when it came on file, I said, have you seen this card in that deck? Have you seen this? And it's, if y'all have this, it's 42 and it is Tantric Journey. And it's talking about Tantric Journey. And so I'm going to read in the book a little bit more about it. I'll read off the card first. Yes, that deck. It's a beautiful deck. And usually when I'm using it, it's usually for my Arcturians, it's usually for activation. But today this is for everybody and everything. And it says the frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. And so then I decided, okay, I'm going to look in the book and read a little bit more about this. And it says that the Tantric Journey image shows the intersection triangles as a reference to union between the masculine and the feminine, where the upward triangle represents the masculine, the downward triangle represents the feminine. The purple represents the connection to source as the basis of our expanding consciousness. The petals in the orange center represent the second chakra, the seat for our sexual expression, as well as our emotions and our creativity. So it goes on and on and on, talks about that. But basically, Val and I are sitting back behind the scenes going, why us? Why are we supposed to be talking about this? Why are we supposed to be talking about spiritual sexual experiences?
And it's not just that popped out for you, because I was telling Dr. Gail backstage that I have had that kind of card pop out in readings the last 2 weeks. And I go, okay, they really want us to talk about it when this card flew out for you. And yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So what it is it's basically our Kundalini experiences, our orgasms that are bringing us, joining our masculine and feminine together. We have all been pushing more forward, I would say, for how many years now, more with our masculine side. If we're trying to get ahead, we push forward with our masculine side. Now we're supposed to be experiencing our feminine side. And this Kundalini experience is supposed to be opening up and joining everything together. So
I love that. I love that. And while you were explaining all of that to everyone, the upside down triangle,
right.
right side up triangle, of course, appears in the Merkabah, and this is the first card that came out. So what is the upright? That's the masculine. The downward pyramid or triangle symbolizes the divine feminine. This is sacred geometry. It is also the concept of the Merkabah, your light body. So transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. This experience, this transcendent energy is happening for everyone at our own pace. And this is even coming up for me recently. So where I feel too hot and all kinds of things are happening. So it's time. A little bit of bravery. Don't go into the fear as these things happen, and just open it. So this really is, the stars are aligned for this timing. This grand Kundalini awakening, this divine feminine, divine masculine blending that is within us to rise up and break open our remembering.
And embracing the serpent within us.
Yes, exactly. Because it's just like that caduceus. You have the intertwining. What are the weaving that goes up that channel? The Shishimna or whatever it's called, the Ida Pimpangala, whatever. It's all about that. The snakes, the divine feminine, divine masculine. It rises up and travels up. It reminds me of the Mayan Chichen Itza, where the snake goes up once every year in May. If you catch it, you can see it travel up the pyramid. It's kind of symbolically about that. And I wish I knew more about the snake and what that all represents. But apparently there's a lot of truth to that, a lot of symbolism related to that, and not fear-based. In the eons of time back, they sort of twisted it around where they made things fearful for us.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not. So yeah, Sally says, like the time I had a snake moving in my dashboard.
Oh,
oh my God, Sally. I remember that.
Oh,
so yeah,
man.
she really did. And that's kind of, yeah.
That dashboard in that car would have been sitting there forever before I got back in there.
Exactly. And I have to tell you, I had an experience about 4 or 5 months ago where I heard in my meditation, we have a surprise for you. And I go, what are they talking about? And I was going up to bed and I was in my foyer, and near my husband's shoe, there was a snake, a little snake. And I said, what am I seeing? And I go, oh my God. And I look back, it's like a baby snake. And I said to my husband,
where'd that come from?
Honey, there's a snake. But it was near his shoe. I don't know how it got in. That was the big surprise. But look at the symbology of it. I mean, it's pretty interesting. So there's something that they're telling us about to be ready for, to prepare yourself for, to open up to that experience.
Right.
And
I think the Kundalini experience, I think that's going to be shocking people when that occurs. And I think that this is preparing them for that explosion going up their whole body. It goes up and opens up every one of your chakras and starts, with the root chakra or below that, and comes all the way up and goes up your crown chakra. And it's kind of a shocking experience. And I think everybody's needing to prepare for that and know that that's what is happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, do you want me to say hello to everybody while you start questions?
Yeah, go ahead. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Here. And we were hoping y'all would join in on some questions about all that, because we're not real sure. Well, we know now why it's coming up, but we're just kind of surprised us that it was the two of us that was getting this information. Hey, Diane G. Hey, Starfish Jenny. Hey, Oil Painter. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, G. Covington. Hey, Allie In Sync. Oh, I'm going to say Allie. Hey, Dream Journey 1. Hey, CJ. Hey, Butterflies Are Free. That's a great name. Hey, Suzanne. Diana, you love that deck. Well, I don't know. You got to go back and look at that and read everything about that. If anybody has that deck, it's number 42. And just go ahead. There's several pages on that whole experience. Hey, Julie. Hey, Sacred Key Codes. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, Teacher Barbara. Hey, Sally. And who got that snake out of your car? I don't know if it was you or not. It wouldn't have been me. Hey, Emmy. Hey, Seashell in the Sky. Let's see. Hey, Hypnicity. Hey, Ginger Sky. Let me tell you, what have you got?
I've got Patricia saying, I refer to the snake as Mother Kundalini's light strings. Mother Kundalini is the one I call in when I do my chakra meditation.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
let's
Good
go.
to know. Okay, I have everybody starred.
Okay.
And
Well, hey, White
okay,
Drake. Hey,
Suzanne. I see Suzanne. I didn't get that one. All
okay.
right.
Hey, Marby. Thanks for joining us today. And so how many questions have you got? Started 6
We've got 6.
Okay. Hey, CJ. Hey, did someone say shenanigans? Thanks for joining us. Are you ready to take questions? You want me to keep on going and seeing who else is here? Hey,
Oh,
Laura.
go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Brenda. Every time I'm saying something, there you go, pal. Okay. Hypnosis is 111 there. Well, how great is that? Of course,
111. Yeah, it's 111 here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
that is great.
for me, it's 411.
Oh, yeah, which is also kind of
Yeah, it is. It is.
stuff. It's good stuff. Okay, so Julie Hamill is asking, may I have a message from my Grandma Winfred? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Grandma Winfred.
Get my
She's okay. I'm going to be pulling out my angel card oracle for her. Okay. Oh, look at this. Comfort. Comfort. She says the angels are comforting you during your time of need. And look at that. The comfort, the hug. I feel like that's what she's doing to you, is hugging you. And yeah, she's walking over and giving you a hug. I don't know if you feel the temperature change, because she is giving you a hug now, and it's almost like I don't know if she doesn't have angel wings or anything. I don't know if you've ever been hugged by an angel, but it's absolutely wonderful. But she has the warmth of an angel that's coming in and hugging you, and it's comforting you through whatever you're going through right now, Julie. I'm not sure what she's showing me turmoil. And she's saying it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But she's just hugging you, giving you that warm feeling, saying it's going to be okay. She feels really sweet. What do you have, Val?
Well, I just kept getting. I heard her say, "Pay attention to synchronicities." Because they'll lead you to your next. It's like being on a quest, and you have these things show up that will propel you forward. And even if some things don't make sense, try and stay open and follow the breadcrumbs. So, and she just shows me beautiful, beautiful energy towards you. And it feels like you're really on your path well. And she's very happy about that, Julie.
Do you
Very happy.
feel any turmoil in her on that path?
You know what? Turmoil is growth. So as you move, it doesn't mean as you go along your path that you're going to be like free of experiencing life, because life brings you things to see and evolve and see and evolve. It's the way you look at these turmoil experiences that make all the difference. Your perspective of saying, oh, and just moving through it. Yeah.
She's saying, thank you, happy tears.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, so, she's sweet.
Yeah. Aw. Okay, Julie. And so next we have G. Covington. May I have a message from guides? Feeling a little lost. I'm looking for a job. Thanks.
G. Covington. Looking for a job.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pull out of my secret language of color on this one.
I know when you're looking for a job, all these things come up like, am I good enough? Am I this? Am I that? And just remember, G, you are everything. You have all the good things are coming to you, all the good things from the universe. And anytime you have any doubt or that feeling lost, just know your next wonderful thing is coming.
Isn't that the truth? You always, when you're looking for something like that, you're always self-doubting.
It's so true. It's so true. Well, I have really something fast. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the horses.
Okay, hold mine then. I pulled the color rose,
Oh,
and it says attract a relationship. And this is talking about the relationship of the job.
yeah.
And I'm going to read a little bit out of here, but that's the rose. Let's see. The color rose helps to attract love into one's life, which I'm taking it as a job into one's life. Today, wear a rose-colored top, shirt, or hat, focusing on the ray and allowing yourself to be playful and have fun. And that's what I'm getting also, G. Covington, is you're taking this so seriously. You're looking on, even when you're filling out the forms on the computer and filling out the job applications, you need to have kind of a joyful experience or a joy in your heart, the uplifting, so you can, it can kind of, because you're not face to face, it still can convey joy on the other end. And that's what they're looking at for, is somebody who feels good on their job. So that's my best advice. And it is around here. And also it says, use a pink pen to write down all the things you love about yourself. As you become aware of your value, so will other people. So that's just what Val was talking about. So look at wearing rose or having rose around you, rose quartz, and this will help you. But be sure to get in that right frame of mind whenever you're filling out applications and looking for jobs, because it does convey on the other end.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I feel like you are this divine high priestess energy. But right now, there was a transition, because I do have the death card. You got recognition, you were doing your job. Then there was an ending to that, because you are transitioning into something new. You're actually going to get what you deserve in terms of your energetic match. So I think you're really going to be helped along the way. And here's your high priestess card. You will be getting a job that is more in line with your energetic flow. And in other words, it's going to be an amazing experience where you get to be.
Yeah, I'm also getting it's going to be in November.
Oh, yeah, probably so. Yeah. So I think you're going to excel at it, and they're going to look at you like you really have brought a lot to this place of employment. So congratulations on that. And I had to close questions because we have, well, we don't quite have 13 because I put some other things in here, but if you are hypnicity, if you are taking questions, does my ET guide Joshua have any messages for me today?
Okay, I'll pull out of my Starseed Oracle deck. So hypnicity, here we go. Weight of the world. If you've got the weight of the world on you, and it's saying boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. And that's so true with us all going into these holiday seasons, and things get piled up on us, and we are around our families and they're dumping on us, and it's not yours to carry. It's not yours. Let it go. Start taking an observing where you can observe it instead of be in it. Pull yourself away from it and observe. And also we're going into this politics, and that's why I keep saying over and over and over again, pull your body out of it, pull that emotions, pull that attachment to the outcome and what's happening, and just become an observer. When you become an observer on all these things, it just makes it so much easier to work with. So that's what they're asking you to do, hypnicity, is pull yourself out of all that, pull yourself away from the news, your families, and just learn how to, and you can just envision pull yourself up and just looking at it from above you, looking at what's going on, looking at what's happening, and just not being immersed in it.
Yeah, I love what you just said, Dr. Gail. And I got, this is really in line with that. The energy is flow. Stay in the flow. So what do you get when you're in angst, or you tap into this whole thing, this shenanigans going on right now with politics and whatnot? You kind of get stopped up from that, because you're getting into the energy of that chaos. So they're saying, in a positive way, Joshua was saying the energy is flow. Be in the flow. And how do you stay in the flow? You're in observation. Just like Dr. Gail said, protect yourself with boundaries, tune out from all of that stuff. Take a pause, because you're going to manifest what your mind is concentrating on. Just like Joshua's telling you, that beautiful flow of all these divine and sacred energies coming into you that you are already. They're not going to be hidden and masked with all these feelings of angst as you're attaching to all this stuff, this divine play that's going on in front of us that's called politics. So that's a beautiful message for you, Hypnicity.
Yeah, she's saying, thanks. I'm trying to remain neutral. I feel like I've pulled that message out for her before.
Yeah, it's hard if you're watching it not to get sucked in. That's for sure.
Or even your family during the holidays.
Oh yeah, that holiday thing is a perfect example.
Yes.
Of trying. Just be in the observation so you can stay in the flow. And moving in from that place of divine grace and ease.
Yeah, just pull yourself up and look at it above. And also you kind of laugh at it when you do that, going,
yeah, really? You do.
I used to be all in that, and look at how that looks. I can't
exactly
bring myself into that. And when you change and you're not reacting, then they start changing, like, oh, that didn't stir them up.
It's an absolute fact they do. I love how that works, because it will just shift so many things around you to be in that other state, that observation state. So CJ's out saying, any message from Spirit Team on moving forward on my spiritual path?
Hey, CJ. And I had this on my show the other day, is that everybody is going at the right pace.
Yeah.
But we all feel like, and I'm getting this big yes on this, but we all feel like we're either behind, or we should be doing more, or we're laying in bed going, okay, I'm on my spiritual journey. Why haven't I seen this guy? Or why hadn't this ET shown? Or why hadn't this happened? And why am I not helping more people? Why am I talking? We have that, and we just get ourselves all torn up going, I need to be doing. And it's actually, we are going at the pace that we're supposed to be going. They cannot give you all the information. They cannot push you forward until our 3D body kind of changes, like crystalline energy, our cells, everything is changing. And that's a slow process. So CJ, you're going at your right path right now.
Absolutely. And
she says, yes, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, you are. And listen, here's something that has been coming hard these last few weeks. You're already everything. You are already all of this being that divine source energy with all the knowledge, that connection, that you're not even that connection. You are that divine source energy. It's not about making yourself different. It's not about, I've got to heal this, or I've got to let go of that, or I've got to this, or I've got to that.
I am so guilty of this to everybody. So I have to continually say that to myself. And also, this good statement I had recently was, you can do everything, just not for everyone. So you have to think about that too, because you want to help everyone.
Yes, there are certain people that are ready and willing and able to receive that, whatever you've got. So that is the key. And even Jesus, if some of those stories are to be understood or listened to, knew when he couldn't heal somebody, it was their karmic lesson to be experiencing, or they weren't done and they needed to go through this, this experience. But you have everything. You are everything already, and it's just a shift in your consciousness. It's just knowing. So I always say this: fake it till you make it. Be it. Just be that light. Be it. And it takes a tremendous amount of awareness to stay present. If you can do it, even set a timer on your phone or a stopwatch to see how long you can stay present in that energy of that divine source energy that you are.
How long can you stay? For me, it's like a nanosecond.
Like a nanosecond. I was just talking to somebody about that. It's a nano. And I am now in the experience of trying to extend the nano out. So here is the sacred knowledge. You have all of this inside of you. You came in with it. It's not like you aren't already this. You are already this, and boom.
And all of us that are on YouTube and everything, we all want to be able to answer all your questions. We want to always help you. And when I'm doing my healing show, I want to help everyone. But we could go 24 hours, 7 days a week. So we can do everything, but we just can't do it for everyone.
Yeah, it's true. And remembering who you are, an eternal being that has no end. You are this vibrational energy. What does that actually mean? It means that you're really energy. That's what you are. You're energy. You're a vibration. You're this being that is so multidimensionally faceted. Here's the final card, star consciousness. So really, really that galactic connection, that connection to who you really are, not the persona, not the CJ that you think you are, but you're this tremendously huge being of light. Just expansive in that way, expansive being of light. So every time you go to any of those other places in your mind, any of us, pull yourself back to, oh, that's not who I am. That may be the story, or that's the story I was taught, or in childhood, or you will find yourself expanding even more without having to go through a lot of stuff.
And also, you're expanding a lot of times in your sleep.
You are expanding, definitely. So MEJ says, any messages from my star family? All right.
I'm going to pull out of this the Starseed Oracle deck again. Okay. Looks like I pulled 2 cards. Okay. All right. First one says, jump in.
Ooh.
Jump in. It says, it's Andromeda energy, adventure. So yes to change. And then, this goes right along with it. Well, and Orca elders is saying, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So both of these are telling you to jump in, share your knowledge, share everything, share your song, share your voice. So MEJ, there you go. It's time to jump in.
I love that. I love that, because I did get star gathering. And what do? You jump in. You've got this, stars are aligned, remembering home, soul, family. So everyone around you, sharing your energy and expanding that energy would be great. And here's your chamber, your violet flame. I can talk. Chamber of the violet flame, karmic release, radical transformation is happening now for everyone.
I know violet flame and Saint Germain and all that. I always just think of Mount Shasta, because that whole
I do too.
Is just
it really is. It really is. It really, that's a beautiful combo. I mean, when you go to Mount Shasta, you really are experiencing so much transformational energy. It's more than you can even talk about. So Pleiadian activation. I love this card. coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution.
Wow.
So there's a lot of energy coming in for you from the Pleiadians and that connection, and crystal skull wisdom. So this is about clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy.
What's
So
that?
all of that those are things you work with. Those are things that you bring. You bring all of that to and more to your star family, your soul family.
Yeah.
Here.
What set of cards are those, Val?
Oh, this is the gateway. I know you have these, the gateway activation. Oh, you don't?
No, gateway activation. They're beautiful.
Yeah, the gateway of light activation oracle.
Oh.
Gateway of light activation.
Who makes it?
Kyle Gray, Kyle Gray.
Okay.
Okay. You can get them right on Amazon.
Okay.
So yeah. So thank you, MEJ, for that. And so Suzanne, any message from my guide, Thomas?
Okay. I am going to pull out of a color deck again. This is brown. Oh, well, this is a theme today. Brown. Establish boundaries.
It is a theme.
Yes, we're going from Kundalini and establishing boundaries.
I think the boundaries are so we can get in our own energy.
I'm thinking it's going within. Yes, going within.
Go within and not be in take in everybody else's energy, but be in your own, that inner wisdom place.
It says brown is a color of earthiness, a direct conduit to nature, animal wisdoms, and the universal wisdom that creates healthy boundaries and attains a balanced perspective. And then so it says connect to nature's healing properties and revive your energy and creativity with brown. So I'm thinking that we are needing to create our boundaries and go within, like you're talking about, and be inside ourselves for, let me see how long that we're supposed to be going within. And I'm getting 2 weeks. Let me make sure I'm checking with my pendulum on this one. No, 2 months. 2 months. They're asking us to go within and experience all this Kundalini, establishing our boundaries. So there's a lot that they're asking for us because we're usually getting out there, expressing ourselves, sharing ourselves. But apparently we have a lot of own growing and healing to do within ourselves, bringing in that feminine, masculine, and letting it join together. And I'm getting a big yes on all this.
Oh yeah, totally. I love that.
So 2 months.
There you are. That's more clarity on this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Dr. Gail.
How long to get to there? About 50 minutes before the show and 30 minutes into the show. It's only taking us 45 minutes to get to it.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Well, it was very well, why are we supposed to talk about this?
There you go. It's all there. Everybody take a note of this time. 32:40-ish, and you're going to get that answer to everything. So that really is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And Suzanne, Thomas said to me, tell her to stop worrying. Everything is bringing you to where your heart, to your heart's desire, to where your heart's desire is. So just, it feels like he's trying to say, just be in that flow, another being in the flow of what you're bringing forward. Trust that you have sent your messages out to the universe and the universe responds. It's like a cosmic ordering service. It's going to bring you all the things that will allow you the freedom. You will allow yourself the freedom to create what you want in the environment you want, the way that you want. Know that this is what you have created and say thank you and just stay in that neutral flow. That's kind of what he's saying.
Laughing at White Dragon, he says, I call this energy the Daffy Duck energy in the air. Woohoo, woohoo.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you. So Seashell in the Sky says, I'd like to know if my galactic family has messages for me.
Okay.
Galactic family.
I'm afraid they're telling me to pull out this Octarine deck, but I'm afraid to after our very beginning of the show. What surprise am I going to get next? Okay, it says soul time. Thank goodness. It says the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. That's what all this 2 months is going in, is I think a new reality is emerging. One that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So I think that's what we're talking about this next 2 months, is that we're going to bring that masculine and feminine together and going into a different area. We're all going to be experiencing this all together. And that's good, since we'll all be going, what in the world is happening here? So I think we're preparing everybody for that experience. So be ready, everybody.
Be ready. And, I get Seashell in the Sky, an Orion activation for you. So this is about supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. So it's as if the light is coming in and you were going to have a dawning of this higher consciousness that you already possess.
And that's funny to say Orion, because I've been getting a lot of Orion energy here lately.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of Orion energy working in this whole thing that's happening, this whole transformational thing. And here's a Stargate heart. And this is heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. So that goes hand in hand with everything we're talking about with the divine feminine and opening up. And you'll notice the Merkaba with.
Have you ever remember traveling in a Merkaba?
I don't. I mean, I've gone on Merkaba meditations and in my own mind.
Yeah, I did one time, didn't even know what it was, but I crawled into it and it went down into earth. It went spinning down into earth. And that's how I traveled. And, you think of the Merkaba going up in the air and traveling air, but this one spun down into earth, which was really
cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And finally, Seashell in the Sky, I have Hawthorne light codes. So light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall, just like we were talking, full system upgrade through the Orions, the heart opening with the heart Stargate. And what is Hathor? A goddess, divine priest, high priestess energy coming in for you. So that is just the perfect alignment of.
I always associate that with water energy too. Is that true?
It could be true. When I think of the Hathor's sound and vibration, and probably, the element of water would definitely be compatible with all of these awakening codes. Because as you're on the earth, and the earth is a whole hell of a lot of water, and we in these bodies are a whole heck of a lot of water.
He's talking about the ETs look at us, and the first thing they said to me is, y'all are just a sack of water. And what in the world? What are you saying? We're a sack of water. Because they're so little thin and dried out. No, but that's how I look at them. I should have said, you look like a dried up bag. But no, but that's what they look at, is like we're a bag of water. And then when I started thinking about it, I went, well, we are. They're exactly right.
We are a lot of water. So folks, drink your water every day. You don't want to be a dried up bag. Thank you, Seashell in the Sky.
And also, you'll be able to fit in your uniform if you don't.
Exactly. I hope that helps. Stars, I would love to hear any message from spirit guides. Thank you, lovely ladies. Well, thank you. Any messages from spirit guides?
Actually, they're asking me to pull out of my crystal deck here.
I'm getting the message, stars. One of your guides is saying, you are a medium, a psychic medium. So, they're saying that you can work with people.
Yeah.
And mediums can channel, they can do all kinds of things. When you're a medium and you get that telepathic communication, if you just sit down, stars, and you open up and start talking to call in, star beings, whoever you want to call in, surround yourself with light and ground first, and then, set the intention, but you can communicate. You have a very powerful communication skill.
Don't you think mediums are like a blanket of everybody? I mean, that's kind of the stepping stone to being a channeler, an ET.
It is.
Alien.
Yes. Everyone has it. Everyone has it. And everyone is born with everything. We just forget that we have, or sometimes we don't realize we're using our intuition. We're reading the Akashic records all the time. We're doing all these things and don't even recognize it as such. And it's really true. We are. And it's just opening up like crazy now anyway. But this is what your spirit guides were highlighting for you. So yeah, I hope that makes sense.
So it kind of makes sense because this is the stone card I pulled, and it's called the Muscovite, and it says it acts as a navigation tool for explorers of the supernatural and synchronistic adventures. So, and it says, who needs it? It's the pragmatic, empirical, and reasonable. Anyone who has ever asked themselves, how did I not see that coming? So that's what this is for. And when to use it is when I want to believe, when you feel like you've been missing the signs and you want to believe it, when you have a problem with logic and you can't solve it. If you have a problem you can't solve with logic, this is the stone for you. And this looks like to me, stars, is asking you to start, quit being so intellectual and let the spiritual part really shine through. And this will help navigate you through that. And we're all guilty of this. We're all guilty of, pulling out our head and thinking with our brains and not with our heart or intuition. So they're asking for you to be more in tune with that. And it's also looks like it's going to help navigate to their mediumship.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you, stars, for your question. And butterflies are free. Can I get a message from Dennis, who passed in 2019?
Dennis.
Well, Dennis is showing me a quilt, a warm blanket, and I feel he's putting it. I've been getting this particular image coming through from people. A warm blanket thrown over you like a beautiful quilt, a quilt that is designed like a homemade quilt, really gorgeous, in I don't even know, bordered squares, but white and blue, and that feels like, so that's the spiritual is the blue, and the white is that divine connection. And I feel like he's saying, be calm and know that everything is going to be beautiful. Everything is just the way it should be. Kind of giving you that blanket of comfort, kind of a weighted blanket, a weighted comfort, and just giving you a calm and a peace.
He's saying stability.
Stability. Yeah.
And what's so funny is Diane G went 444 right when he said stability. I think that's just hilarious that when he said stability, and I looked at that and went,
that is definitely for the firm foundation for, you got your 4 legs holding everything up. So
So that's what he's asking. He's saying, find some stability in life and hang on to it. And he's showing it. And he's showing a table. He's showing the four legs of a table. And he's showing me you hanging on to one leg, like trying to hold it down for that stability. And the other ones are planted firmly except for one leg. And he's saying, need to hang on to that for stability. Not real sure. That could be even a relationship that he's talking about, or that, or something else. I'm not sure, or a job, but it looks more like a relationship to hang on to that leg for stability.
And I feel like that relationship is actually that relationship with your divine source self, because the white and the blue and the blanket, that connection that never wavers, that you are, that's happening right now for all of us with the Kundalini stuff and all of that.
I'll be hanging on to that leg.
Yeah. So next we have Diane G. Is it possible for Kundalini to have a dragon energy instead of snake?
Interesting question.
Very interesting. You know, I'm just going to pull a dragon card because
I'm getting a no on that, Diane. I'm getting this is some more of a snake, and they're getting a yes. So I'm getting a no on the dragon energy part. Now, the dragon energy is very important that's coming around us, and I do feel almost like the dragon energy is external, but the Kundalini snake energy is internal. So I'm seeing that that's the difference in the two, and the Kundalini is the snake energy within, which they're asking us to go within, and I'm just making sure the dragon energy is external, and I'm getting a yes on that.
Yeah, and that is because the dragon energy is elemental.
Yeah.
It is in the elemental kingdom. So it's this spiritual energy and being that you can call upon, that can assist you. And the dragon, the snake in the Kundalini energy, that is like at the base of your spine that rises up. It's that ancient wisdom and connection that turns everything on in a flash. Oh man.
I'm laughing at butterflies are free. She said he used three-legged table description a lot.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
But I got, just for the heck of it, the black dragon from Saturn brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, and congratulate yourself. You have passed a test. So really, this is energy you can call forth. These are energy beings you can have assist you, which is an outside thing, as Dr. Gail mentioned.
Yeah, she's saying, thank you, Dr. Gail. I have a dragon in my root chakra and was wondering if that's my Kundalini. At least I have an answer. You're welcome back. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cheryl, may I have a message from my galactic guides?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be pulling from my angel cards.
Okay.
And that's what they're telling me.
And we have 2 more messages after this.
Okay. All right. I've got healing, Cheryl. Archangel Raphael is assisting you in healing your mind, body, and spirit. Now, I hope he is helping us all these next 2 months for everybody's healing. Let me check on that. And I think that is it. When we're experiencing this, I think we're going to need to call on Raphael to help us. Yes. And I'm getting a yes on that. So this is a message for everybody, Cheryl, not just for you. They're giving me a group message from the very beginning to the very end. We're getting the group message, and this is calling on him when we're experiencing these different changes that are going in our body. Okay.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, okay, he's going to be busy.
This goes right along with all of that, but this is the crumbling. So what are you clinging on to? This is the crumbling of the facade of who you think you are, and the real you, the spiritual essence, your soul you, is really, this is the birthing of all of that in a big way with the Kundalini and all of this. So Also, the Pleiades again pops up. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, Cheryl. It's
Yeah.
something that you are here to do.
Yeah,
And
I have a new Palladian guide here recently, which I don't usually work with the Palladians that much, and I don't know what he wants out of me yet. They're usually here wanting something from me.
so here we have Pillar of Light. Oh, I love this Pillar of Light. And it's about your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So here's two cards saying, why are you holding on to old ideas? Look at this. This is who you really are. Just start using your gifts. Start being who you really are. And if any ego mind stuff creeps in, which it can, just know that that's not the real you. The real you is your soul you. And the ego just helps us to know that's what we need to work on within ourselves is the opposite.
Yeah.
It's just a message to say, oh, I better do my shadow work on that part.
They're showing me everybody's should put themselves in a cocoon. And
Yeah.
what's so strange about that is I had a dream a few nights ago, and I didn't understand it until now. Is I saw something flying over. A bunch of people were walking. Now we weren't walking close to each other, but we were walking towards something, and there was a plane or something that was above us, and we're putting us all. Randomly putting people in cocoon. There was a cocoon here, cocoon here, cocoon here, and it was just randomly hitting people. And I have a feeling it was putting the light workers in a cocoon.
Oh, yeah.
So like the people here in the chat, putting us in a cocoon so we can go in within and start working on ourselves on bringing this feminine and masculine energy together in this Kundalini experience. And but that dream now makes sense. In fact, I talked to Danny about that. I went, this is a dream I had. What in the world was that about? He's like, I don't know.
Well, here it is unfolding.
Yep, here it is unfolding.
Before your eyes.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So next we have Sally. And I hope it's a question. I'll go Dr. Ruth. I had an experience once. Oh, Dr. Ruth, yeah, the sex therapist.
Yeah.
But once with a partner that was mind-blowing. I basically used my mind to pleasure someone who actually felt what I was doing. Is this what you're talking about? Well, you can definitely be in that state where, for instance, let me just take it all the way. There are beings who don't have physical contact that create their new life,
right,
by their projecting out that beautiful love energy, that light, and they create a new life. They don't have to have the physical, it just forms in reality and physical matter. Well, I'm probably using the wrong words because it's not in this dimensional space, but you get what I mean. So, yeah, mind though has to be connected to heart, I think, in my view, for this beautiful energy to manifest things. If you're in that energy with your partner, you probably had that mind heart cohesion already working. And yeah, I think absolutely. But is it it's an element of what we're talking about.
right.
Yeah.
It's part of it. Yeah. It's just a portion of everything. And I don't think they're defining how it has to happen. It's just going to happen one way or another, and just be prepared for it. And I don't think it's going to happen once. It looks like to me it's going to be going over and over and over again.
Yep. Well, okay. My goodness. We have a lot to look forward to. Okay. This is our last question. All eyes.
I went just Allie.
Allie, I would love any spirit messages.
She's just asking if you got the question. So we did. We got your question.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see where I'm from. as they're asking me to pull out of the book on that card deck I'm afraid to pull out of today. But I'm pulling out of it again. And
Oh my goodness.
I was like, what's going to happen next? And
We have to go out of our comfort zone.
yeah. And I've got alchemy. But what I'm drawn to here on this alchemy, I'm going to read what it says, but I'm drawn to the yellow and the orange, which we are talking about all this kind of energy, the orange, the sacral energy, and going up to the solar plexus, the yellow energy. And it's got the purple all the way up. So it's got all the colors in here. It says the frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform the miracles of transmutation. So this is the alchemy card that you are going through this transformation. And I just think this is just going through the whole this is the whole show sum up.
So the summary
of the show is this showing every one of the chakra colors in this card and how it will be starting from the sacral chakra, which will be the main one from that kind of energy. So
everybody know the summary is at 5:50. We'll say 5:50:10. Start there.
The start to the end. That card started, that deck started it, and that deck is ending it.
I mean, there it is. I love that. I love that. So that was a complete message all the way through. So, Allie, I got Sisterhood of the Rose for you. So beauty, devotion, priestess energy, mystic, teacher. So this is what they're not trying. This is what your message is. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So this is who you really are. They're asking you, what is triggering you? Who or what? So they want you to go in and let all of that go. Let that triggering go, whatever it is. Even if the trigger makes you go in and go, think there's something wrong with you or something has to be fixed or blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. None of that is true. You're perfect just the way you are. And here is deep replenishment. So this is about retreat, rest, be held. So they're saying whatever chaosy things you're bringing in, this is who you really are. Sisterhood of the Rose, divine feminine, working in the world. Priestess, mystic, teacher. Remember that. Remember that. When you have those chaos, shadow things that are your mirror, it's a beautiful test for you to be that calm water, to be in that observation center and be the calm pond as life is flowing by, or the calm stream. Deep replenishment. Remember that, because apparently it's a strong message for you to relax into who you are and just let things be.
It looks like everybody's going to relax and go in their cocoon.
Yeah.
Then in 2 months, we're going to emerge new people.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And that's going to be interesting.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I have to say, this has been a very fascinating show, and I'm going to have to go back through and write down.
I know.
So I remember
else and see what in the world happened on that show.
So we know.
And thanks everybody for helping us through this, because we had no idea where this was going to take us.
We really didn't, but wow, I feel like we just got a huge download of information, presented. So I'm going to have to go
for the group to have that information.
Definitely. I'm going to have to go through and take some notes.
Me too.
Rewatch it. So thank you, Dr. Gail. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us. You always make this so spectacularly wonderful. All your energy. And Dr. Gail, you're fabulous as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I enjoy it a lot. Your energy is off the charts. So we love it. And we'll say goodbye for now. And next month, it will be on Dr. Gail's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see you all then. Love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.